Hello again. We're going to discuss in this YouTube video 10 tips with respect to choosing a domain name for your business. Tip number 1. Think like your prospective visitor, your prospective customer. Do not think like yourself necessarily, but think like what a buying customer who's looking for your services or product would be looking for when they look for a domain name from which they're going to be buying their product or service. Tip number 2, try multiple options. Even though you might feel in your gut that you have a great domain name, you really want to test it against other possibilities. You'll be surprised that your initial domain name might not necessarily be the best choice. There might be weaknesses in it. There might be problems. You're not going to find those out unless you compare it to other viable alternatives. Tip number 3. Aim to be consistent with your business. You want a domain name that reflects your business, that promotes your business, that is a development of your business. These are important considerations because your domain name should be an expansion of your business. Tip number 4, look to use appropriate keywords and even the location of your business in the domain name. Given the fact that short domain names are largely unavailable today, you often want to supplement them by those critical keywords and potentially location to give your domain name a fuller, more rounded name, but that reinforces what the purpose of your domain, your website is, and where you're situated if you are a service-focused business that has a distinct locality. Tip number 5, make it simple, not difficult. Simple doesn't necessarily mean short, especially in today's day and age. It just means that it's clear and it contains wording that people can remember. Which leads us to tip number 6, in that you should make your domain name distinct and memorable. You want people to remember your domain name so that they come back to it. They might hear it, they might see it, they understand it, and they're able to punch it back into the system and know that what they'd seen before is what they're looking at now and what they're looking for. Tip number 7, be careful with unusual spellings, acronyms, hyphens, insertion of numerals, anything that makes it odd and unusual, that people are not going to necessarily recollect what it is, or it's going to make it a weird variant that just seems strange overall. Which leads us to tip number 8, which is to avoid overlay, especially overlay with your competitors. You don't want to be setting yourself up for a copyright lawsuit or just driving business to your competitor. You want to make yourself sufficiently distinct and distinguishable from your competitors, which in turn leads us to tip number 9, which is to research for similarities. You want to be looking on internet search engines to see where your prospective domain name sits, how it's going to register. You also want to look at the appropriate trademark offices websites which provide searchable databases to see if you're going to transgress on a trademark. With respect to the United States, that would be found at www.uspto.gov, and for Canada, www.ic.gc.ca. This information as to the domain, those links, is found in the summary below, as well as other information, including these 10 tips, which in turn leads us to our final tip of this video, which is to test the prospective domain name with real people. It's only with real people that you're going to get an honest critique as to whether or not a particular domain name makes sense, resonates with people, does not pose problems, does not have hidden meanings. These are the things you do not want to find out 6 months, 12 months, 2 years from now. You want to find them out now so you can make the appropriate choice of your domain name. Also, you want to be using a proper extension, usually the top level national extensions. In the United States, that'd be a .com. In Canada, .ca. In the United Kingdom, .co.uk. Hopefully these tips, which are just some of the tips available to yourself, will be of assistance to you in selecting the appropriate domain name. We hope you found this video informative, and we also hope that you subscribe to this particular video series as we look to push out more informative and interesting YouTube videos that we hope will support your business, both on the internet marketing side and on the business legal side, as you can tell from the other links contained in our summary, which also sets out all these tips in a more succinct fashion. Thank you very much, and we look forward to seeing you once again very soon.